All right, class. I just want to talk a little bit about another Essay 1 option that you have available, and that is you may write about Fight Club if you wish. Just a reminder, the due date is approaching. That's September the 25th at 11:59. 1,000-word minimum, MLA format. There are no secondary source requirements, but you do have to cite the primary source. I'm allowing you to use the book and the film or both. So if you use any of those, you need to make sure that it is cited. If you need some refreshers on MLA, the Writing Resources folder in Blackboard contains the quick guide, and then you can also use the Purdue OWL. Just Google Purdue OWL, OWL, and it will take you to a comprehensive style guide for MLA. Excuse me. So, Chuck Palahniuk's novel Fight Club is one of the most shocking and controversial texts of its day. In an almost feverish stream of consciousness way, Palahniuk captures the psychology, social degradation, and crisis of identity that permeates modern society. His text captivates, enlightens, confuses, and offends, all while leaving us on the edge of our seats. Likewise, David Fincher's rendition of Fight Club, which features Brad Pitt, Edward Norton, Helena Bonham Carter, Jared Leto, and the late Meatloaf, is an excellent example of a strong filmic rendition of a text. Like the book, the film challenges the way we look at the world around us, dissecting modern society from the perspective of its cynical and psychotic narrator, who is himself, in a sense, the product of the corrupted world around him. These texts, whether considered separately or in conversation with one another, can perhaps tell us more than we want to know about the problems of our time in the recent past. But how do we establish a meaning or message out of these rambling and wild psychological thrillers? It says third essay. It's supposed to say first. Sorry. For your first essay, you may choose to write about the book, which is the cheapest option, as I provided you the PDF, the film, which you must locate independently, or the book and the film. And you must create an argument about what that particular text is doing. Create a thesis and topic sentence claims, which argue what the text is doing, which answer the dreaded question, so what? Why does this matter to us? To help get your analysis started, consider the major themes of the text: consumerism, masculinity and emasculation, gender roles, enlightenment, anarchy, class conflict, psychoanalysis, mental illness, absentee fathers, violence, and more. Try not to juggle too many themes at once, as this can make your argument convoluted. Pick one theme that looks compelling and try to use as much textual evidence as you can to correspond with that theme. Use this evidence to support your argument. Remember, Palahniuk's novel was written in 1996 and the film released in 1999, so these texts are much closer to the present moment than some of the other texts we have studied or will study. Many of the issues, themes, and subtleties of the text speak to our own moment, perhaps exposing us in some way. The so what factor usually involves literary or historical context, so don't forget to consider that when you craft your arguments. Good luck and happy writing. Okay, so basically what I'm asking, I'm leaving it open. I like to leave the essay prompts open for you because I want you to be able to decide what you want to write about. So if you want to write about how Fight Club offers a critique of consumer society, or how Fight Club offers a critique of masculinity and gender roles, or how Fight Club offers a critique of enlightenment and spirituality, or whatever. You really just want to pick one of these themes, and these are not the only themes you can use. They're just there to guide you. You can pick one of these themes and write a thesis statement which puts forth an argument. So Fight Club shows us X about masculinity, and then you answer the so what factor. Why does this matter? So what is like asking you, what does this tell us that we don't already know? What does your argument tell us that gives us insight into a particular subject and enhances our understanding in a way that maybe we didn't see before? So the so what factor is very important, and I will talk about more of that in the Writing About Literature video. But you really want to just craft an argument. And remember, an argument is very different than just recounting the details of the book. If you just tell me the plot of the book in 3 pages, that's like a book report, and it's not what I've assigned here. I want you to write an essay. You have to think about the critical meaning of these texts, not just their entertainment value and what they say and what's on the page, but what does that mean? What's the criticism that's being offered? What analysis can we draw from the textual evidence that you find within the text? And so that's a very different thing than just regurgitate. I feel like a lot of students think that when your teacher assigns something on a text, they want you to prove that you read it. I assume that you read it at the very basic. What I'm looking for is an argument. What does it all mean? So pick one of these themes or pick a theme of your own. If you want to bounce it off of me by email, you can. And write a thesis-driven essay with a thesis and topic sentences for 3 pages, 1,000 words, on what Fight Club is doing and why it matters. Sorry, my son is contributing to the discussion. If you have any questions about that whatsoever, don't hesitate to send me an email. And other than that, have a wonderful week.